In the red corner, representing Russia, Muslim Gadzhimagomedov. In the blue corner, representing France, Wilfried, Florentin.
So we remain in the 91 kilogram heavyweight division, this one between boxers from Russia and France. The boxer wearing blue approaching the ring is Wilfried Florentin, just 20 years of age, and he has the dubious distinction of going up against the #1 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #1 seed, the reigning world championship gold medalist, continental king as well, having taken European Games gold in 2019 and European under-22 gold the year before that. And there he is, Muslim Gadzhimagomedov, 24 years of age now, the man from Dagestan. And Wilfried Florentin, well, he was 20 in April of this year. He was 19 when the tournament got underway, and he prevailed over Nicolas Grisenins of Latvia at the Copper Box in London. So what a moment in the career of this young man. Three-time national champion of France, but none of them have come in the senior ranks. He took his most recent national title in 2019 in the youth ranks, competed in the Youth World Championships in 2018, as we see the scoring judges seated around the boxing ring who will score this one. But this, a difficult mission indeed for Wilfried Florentin. But of course, the great thing about sport, the great thing about boxing, it is that it's not contested on paper. And so Florentin has the opportunity to test his mettle against the best. Muslim Gadzhimagomedov, a terrifically skilled operator, won 5 contests out of 5 to take his world championship, but he takes a right hand around the corner and then a left hook to the body there from Florentin. He's showing no respect for the reputation or the accomplishments of his Russian opponent wearing red. Here's the lead left hand that he uses so well, Muslim Gadzhimagomedov, looking to turn that right uppercut underneath to repel the advance of the man in blue, who's coming forward behind high-held gloves. That'll leave a space in the middle, and Gadzhimagomedov, a terrifically accurate puncher.
Florentin coming forward at good speed though, which does affect people who choose to move and box against these kind of opponents. But Florentin has to be equally busy, Ron, when he does get up close. Otherwise, he's going to be beaten at range like that.
Terrific left hand to the body from the man in red, looking to bring those arms down.
Yep, the way he set it up as well, Ron, with a nice 1-2 to put him in position to throw that left hook to the body. Tactically, very, very smart. Good head movement there.
Well, he was put under pressure in the early stages of the first round by Florentin, who came charging out of the blue corner. But then, as the round has progressed, Gadzhimagomedov has just begun to find his rhythm and his range. And now, Florentin in blue is realizing just what it's like to face off against the #1 in the world. But credit to him, he's continuing to come forward in pursuit of his man and look for his own offense at mid and short range.
Certainly nothing wrong with his courage, is there? And at the back of his mind as well, there's a Tokyo Olympic spot waiting.
Already competed on a global stage in the youth championships, but look at that for accuracy from the man in red, piercing the high-held hands of the man in blue and then going downstairs to the body. Florentin lands a good left hand to the body. That brought about a response from the world #1.
Sure did. His elbows came down really quickly.
And look at that, he's turning southpaw now. Is he looking to keep that flank away? He is an adept switch hitter, I should add.
Well, does Florentin have the tactical astuteness to go back to the body again, Ron, or to set up a good body shot? He got a response there. I would be looking to capitalise on that, but at this point in time he's not. Has he got the weapons in the arsenal?
So Gadzhimagomedov Just presenting a different posture now as he lets a flurry of straight punches go, looking to pierce the defenses of the man in blue once again.
Good round, Ron.
Very good round indeed. And Florentin, the 20-year-old, competing at a home tournament here, now that we're at Le Grand Dome, showing no signs of being overawed at all. He really took it to the reigning world champion. Gadzhimagomedov began to find his rhythm and range as the contest went on, but Florentin let him know he was a live opponent throughout the 3 minutes.
Yeah, he sure did. And, you know, that body shot got a response like we've seen. He just didn't capitalise on it, and he allowed Gadzhimagomedov just to get back in there. As you can see, very clever there. Just literally pawing the gloves, giving him enough to think about.
Well, look at that unanimous,
Whoa.
Alex, and two of the judges seeing it
Whoa.
as a 10-8 margin. I personally think that's a little harsh on Florentin.
Me as well.
And even though he's conceded the first round unanimously, this man knows that he's got a determined youngster in front of him, looking to take his scalp and, of course, eliminate him from contention as he looks to keep himself in contention for Paris 2020, for Tokyo 2020. So the second round underway. And again, so little senior experience under the belt of Wilfried Florentin. Comes to the ring as the 2019 European Youth Champion in the 91-kilogram heavyweight division. So minimal experience in the elite senior ranks. And here he is facing off against the tournament number one, the number one man in the world. And we talked about the fact that the order has been switched from what we're used to, Alex, and that's because here in Paris, of course, this man is the home fighter. So just letting the tournament warm up before he makes his appearance in the ring against the governor at 91 kilograms. Beautiful use of the left hand, and then a straight right hand brought into play from Gadzhimagomedov. And again, more accurate punching once again, and it brings about a standing count. Now, Florentin is outraged here because he's not been troubled by the punches, but a great volume were getting through as though Gadzhimagomedov was knocking on a door.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, you could see why the referee chose to do that, but you know that his hands are up round his forehead. He's taking nothing flush, nothing clean. He's just maybe being hit a little bit too repetitively for the liking of this referee here.
And that is what he's going to have to guard against now, Florentin, having received a standing count already. There's a maximum of 3 standing counts per round in elite Olympic-style boxing, as Gadzhimagomedov flowing freely now on both the front and the back foot. And again, nothing wrong with a competitive spirit.
No.
Florentin, who only turned 20 in April.
Oh, good shot, good right hand, Ron. Again, Ron, you know, this is Olympic-style sport. You know, no one wants to see anyone get hurt. So that the referees are very, very cautious, and rightly so.
There's a right hand over the top from Florentin a few moments ago.
Yeah, sharp, it landed crisply.
But if the first round was scored 10-8 for 2 of the scoring judges in favor of the man in red. Oh, that's a cracking left uppercut as Gadzhimagomedov changes direction.
Ronnie threw that punch while changing direction, actually while on the move. Tremendous ability for such a big fellow as well.
Well, Muslim Gadzhimagomedov, we were talking about the fact that judges 1 and 2 scored the first round 10-8. I feel this could be a 10-8 round across the board because Gadzhimagomedov has been in complete control, showing different facets of his game, holding his feet on occasion, boxing brilliantly off the back foot. Florentin has continued to come forward with aggressive intent, landed a couple of eye-catching singles, like that right hand, showing that he's still competitive, he's still game and still in the contest. But he was outboxed comprehensively for my money there over the course of that 3 minutes.
Very much, yeah. Was not at the races at all. This man in total control, despite the fact that he was caught by a couple of shots at the end of the round. But again, right after he was caught by those shots, he came back straight away, answered the man in blue back almost automatically. There's those shots there, Ron, administered in the standing count, yep. Right hand followed by a left uppercut, followed by another right cross. A chopping right hand there. Whoa, look at that, Ron.
So 10-8 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges in favor of Muslim Gadzhimagomedov. Quite simply, Young Wilfried Florentin needs a knockout if he's to keep himself in contention in the 91-kilogram heavyweight tournament for a place at the Olympics later this summer. So into the third and final round then. And Wilfried Florentin has demonstrated terrific conditioning, wonderful competitive spirit, but he's facing off against the best in the business in the 91-kilogram heavyweight division. And unsurprisingly, at this respective stage of their careers, Gadzhimagomedov knows far too much for the man in blue. But as we've been pointing out in this tournament and in previous tournaments, Alex, in this weight class in particular, one shot can change everything.
Gadzhimagomedov choosing to go to the body there, but a good attack from Florentin.
He's turning southpaw now, coming forwards behind a piston-like right jab.
Yep, looking for a different angle to attack Gadzhimagomedov from Ron, but it's not really working that well up to now, although he lands a good bolo shot there just before Gadzhimagomedov tries to close down the space there and take Florentin's punching range away from him. Misses with that right uppercut, and again is Gadzhimagomedov starting to tire maybe a little bit. He's used up a lot of energy here.
Florentin paws forwards once again. Florentin being walked back across the ring. Clever use of his bulk and height from Gadzhimagomedov once again. Referee speaking to him about that infringement. Nice flashing right hand landed over the top by Florentin, who remains as a southpaw but takes a good right hand to the body beneath his left elbow.
Yeah, well, he's having a little bit more success here, Ron, and I think it's just due to the fact that Gadzhimagomedov has worked so hard throughout this bout to maintain dominance and control. He's got a minute to go here, and I'm quite sure his experience and guile is going to see him through this last minute. Brilliant jabbing there from Gadzhimagomedov from the orthodox stance before quickly switching over to the southpaw stance.
Oh, well, both boxers like becoming fatigued here now.
From MMA, didn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah.
And of course, with head guards no longer a feature of elite men's Olympic-style boxing, Gadzhimagomedov will just be looking to ensure that he doesn't pick up an injury around the head or the eyes. You're looking to long bridge him now with that left jab. Florentin keeps on coming forward, but look at how the right hand from the orthodox stance was able to spear his defenses and just wrap on the chin of the man in blue. Closing seconds of the third and final round. Gadzhimagomedov breathing through an open mouth, but what a way to open his tournament, stamping his dominance as the world #1 on this European Olympic qualification tournament. But we have to credit Wilfried Florentin.
Oh yeah, massively, massively. He's never relented for a second. Despite being up against the best in the world, Ron.
Biggest bout of his career, in this man never stopped competing. Kept on coming from opening bell to last, and what a valuable experience that will be to know that he can hang tough with the best in the world. But Gadzhimagomedov, a clear winner over the course of the 3 3-minute rounds. Made to work for it, though, in the third and final round where his mouth was open.
Yep, it certainly was, and you just wonder if a couple of those body shots that we did speak about earlier on in the bout caught up with Magomedov. We spoke about that yesterday, how those body shots gradually start to take their toll on you. Draw the energy from your legs. Take the wind out your lungs that little bit.
The winner on points by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Russia, Muslim Gadzhimagomedov.
So the briefest of bows in acknowledgement of that announcement. Muslim Gadzhimagomedov, the tournament #1 seed, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, through to the quarterfinals. Now 1 win away from securing a berth at Tokyo 2020.